Once you've set up all your Antech inventory in DaySmart, we can now go into workflow. So we can see how to create the medical record within DaySmart and the requisition ID to request the test from Antech. Now it's very important that you always create the medical record in DaySmart first to create the requisition ID and the requisition form. In other words, do not use another old paper requisition form that you have in the clinic. It has to be a very specific one that is used from DaySmart. Always create the medical record in DaySmart first. It will create a barcode on it that maps specifically to the patient record. So you can add that medical record directly within the SOAP from the Records tab and go into New Record here, or you can do it from an invoice billing record and go into the Items tab and then New Item. Either way works fine. I'll do it from the SOAP on the Records tab, New Record. I'm going to create the medical record by searching for the inventory item name. I can use the word Antech. So I might have a lot of items in there. I can use the word comprehensive. If I happen to know the code, it could be a lot easier if I just type in, for example, SA100. Now, you'll see here that it says send to lab and yes is pre-selected. That means that I will create the requisition ID right now. It will request that from Antech for that specific code, and I can also create a form. It'll print up. Now, I can turn that off if I don't want to do that right now, if I'm not ready to send that, but usually I do want to click yes on that. It's also a good indication that if it says yes automatically there, that this inventory item is working on the back end. It's mapped properly. So I'm going to go ahead and click save there. It's creating the request and the requisition ID and the medical record within DaySmart at the exact same time. It will give me an opportunity in this case to print the requisition form if it's successful. And if I'm nearby a printer, I can go ahead and just click the print button. It'll open up a new tab in my internet browser, show me the PDF preview of that. And here's that barcode that Antech will scan on their side with the barcode scanner. So that has all the patient information and the ID for the medical record within that code, and all their information here for the client and so forth. So if I see that that looks good and I'm ready to print it, I can print that directly from my browser here. Now I'm going to send that printed form, in this case with my blood sample, to Antech in my drop. And in the case where I don't have a printer nearby right away, I can always go back to my records later on the patient profile, go ahead to the history tab. I can filter to my lab records there, and you'll see that record in there. I can always navigate back to that, and then you'll see this print requisition form at the top here. So I can always go back to that later if I need to. When the results are ready, we saw actually within that workflow, the results were ready in this demo, and I saw that I received an alert there, and I can check that from my bell icon. And I see that I have my results ready, and that's sent right to the provider, and I can go in there into the medical record easily to view those results. And you see we have the different diagnostics here with the reference ranges as well. Now, if I'm not the provider, or if I didn't see that alert, I can always, again, still go back to the patient record, go to the history, filter those records out, find the record I'm looking for. I see that these results are ready here with the received timestamp and the ordered timestamp, and I even have a PDF attachment of those results right there. So I can either click into the medical record to see those like that, and of course they are there, and you'll see that there is the PDF version of that as well. If I wanted to send that out somewhere or download it, I could, but they're all right here within DaySmart for you.